lost a throw on first down. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Turns it on at midfield. Turns on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Leaves it with the back. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gonna take a shot. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whalen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds the big tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The screen, he can go. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Duke! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got a man, it's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Runs through the tackle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Second down coming up.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Tackle at the 12-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 40. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Got his man quickly. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Working the middle, it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
With the catch, it's Lacey.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times
turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line?
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldog! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Duke. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
Stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Finding open areas. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here would tie the game. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target, but just can't hook up with the completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Whalen. Powers through. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Fresno State, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Gashing the knee on the right. The tag. Slippery slide. Find
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback got it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Plows through the defense. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires on the move. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Dobbs. Here comes the heat. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Scrambling away. Soft spot in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense offense heads back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Duke. And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on it.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Bust through behind his pad. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Red pass hits complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
field. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air on second down. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Duke. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over San Diego State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the give off the left side. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finding an escape route. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Creates a little room. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
80, Fresno State, 42.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this tape.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.